Thank you. So Mohammad Wasim, he has 11 years of experience in DevOps, automation and tools consulting, implementation and quality assurance audit. Mithul comes with over 16 years of enterprise experience in software delivery, design and architecture, DevOps consulting, competency development and quality assurance. He has helped global organizations to design and implement their IT systems and transformation strategies. Today they are going to be talking to us about DevSecOps and the implementing it collaboratively and security model. Welcome both of you. Another round of applause before we can start. This is a post-lunch session, so we need all of us to keep energized. And you can.
Hello, I'm audible now?
So I am audible. Yep.
Hi all. So before I start my session, I know this lunch has happened, but two things I promise here. First thing,
It's not on.
Can you? He's coming. You can speak it.
yeah. So I promise two things here. First thing, 100%. One thing I'll take away here, the extra two goodies apart from this, whatever she's giving. Other thing, as per the knowledge concerns, as I know this is after lunch, I'll try to make more interactive so that you can get maximum out of it. So before I start, I start with a real scenario with respect to the security issues we face, or many of these people who are working on the development background, they will understand this. And this is nothing but a scenario where I'm going to ask questions with respect to your feedback, and we can take that as an interactive session. You can tell me what are the things went wrong in these scenarios. So this is a real client scenario where many people have faced this issue. Yeah, so there is two teams. One team, development team, which is working on the AWS cloud subscription, and there is another data center which is there in different region. So both the connectivity has been not established. So what developer will try to do, so the Git is residing in data center 2, so it's trying to get the access to Git. So the error message will pop up that you don't have access to Git. So what exactly in the real scenario will do, we'll raise any issue to our Scrum Master. Once I'm not able to connect to the Git, what next? So basically, in our scenario, we'll go to our internal team first. What went wrong? So he will go to the ops team of internal. So what he says, hey boss, it is not my issue. So you can connect with your ABC client. So again, the feedback mechanism, whatever is there, is getting delayed. This is a very common issue in any organization. So now what Scrum Master will do, again he came back to developer. Boss, tell me what exactly the issue is. So what he says, in order to connect to any data center, in order to connect to the different data center, I need to expose some ports. So you have to take this port and go into the ops team of ABC client and then ask them to expose this port. So what Scrum Master will do in a Scrum meeting, he will escalate this to their client. So next what is happened, this ops team what they will do, they will fix the port via internet, and this fellow happily got connected to Git. But here what happened, there is one more guy called hacker. He is continuously looking for something so he can expose and get all this data back. So what that guy has done, so this is scenario, the hacker got the complete data. So my question here is, can you tell me what exactly went wrong here that hackers got access to all the client data?
So before that, I just wanted to know how many of you are technical over here. So just you can raise your hand. So you will understand this scenario better. So yeah, so just what we wanted here is just to understand that what mistake he has done while doing this setup, and he has not considered what all points. So you can raise your hand to answer. Not really.
Maybe you have to move a bit here because the mic and this mic produces that
Okay.
strange noise.
Okay. Yeah.
While providing the security, right, actually you might have opened all the ports.
Yeah.
You are getting very near to it.
Almost there.
It should be linked to private subnets so that VPN tunneling will be there, so internet will not come into picture.
One of the things.
One point. Yeah. 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 A firewall
Yes.
rule between the two ports. Yep.
Yes. So what exactly
Yeah.
has happened here? No, you are absolutely correct. What happened if anything I want to open from one region to another region? So that firewall IP, whatever you are talking about, is only communicate between these two, and the port should not expose to the public. So what basically they have done, that they exposed to all the IPs. So that IP port they have taken and then they hack the data. This is the scenario what I'm talking about. So here, see, why I have shown this scenario, right, is moreover linked to whatever we're going to present in our subsequent slide, where if it has a proper collaboration between these people, so this issues could have not happened.
So see, the basic point is that collaboration is very much important, because see, everyone talks about DevSecOps, implementing tools, adding more tools for security, just scanning the code, but nobody talks about how to achieve that and what all these stages will be there. So we are talking just one thing about the equation, that how we will do. And I mean, the people feel like that if we have a sonar cube, it scans and it tells me a security vulnerability, right? But they never think just beyond the next step, right? That how the security and how the overall security in the enterprises will be actually taking control and taking care of before going it to market or before going it to internet. So
This happen in an ideal scenario because firewall team is already there in picture if before ops team opens the port.
that is what he has. I mean, see, people are forcing him to fix this problem, right? So what he did, that since he was not able to manage, right, that pressure, or you can say that he was not able to control that, okay, how I can fix this problem. So all of the thought what he has thought, that okay, I will open the entire port and then the developer will be able to access, but he didn't understand what is the criticality behind it. See, if somebody asks to me, I can open the port and make it publicly accessible, right? But
Not have the rights to open.
Yeah, usually this scenario will caught only when you use something like Cloud Tail you heard about, the Cloud Watch you heard about. What will happen in this area, right? So if you change any port physically or manually, it will display you that this person has been changed this port, and after that it will go to the approval and then it release it. In this scenario, what will happen, you know? So many people are working on Agile. You know how faster they require.
But
This is.
security groups are defined in AWS, right?
Yes.
Defined as AWS.
I totally agree with you. In that, what I'm trying to say here, this is a scenario where I am telling there is no collaboration.
Okay, that is.
Yeah. So this is a scenario to tell you that what is the issue first. How will you resolve that issue? That is one answer you answered.
so see, the point is, he does not collaborate, he does not take any review, or he does not consulted his senior that how should I resolve this problem. So something came to me and I just took a decision that I will solve this problem and I go ahead, but I didn't thought of all the complexity. So as a owner, I will only come to know once it has happened. At this point of time, I'm not reviewing and I'm not auditing, right? So that is what the lack of.
There's also an issue of security by design because the design itself.
Yeah, but in enterprises when you talk, right, so there will be silos, there will be different set of teams which are working, but there will be very less collaboration. So in upcoming slides we will talk about that.
Yeah, exactly. What you're saying is correct, because next slide, what I'm trying to say, how we resolve this issue. With the collaboration, how the security will be centralized so that it can communicate to all the stakeholder and then. So basically, yeah. So in our next slide, what I'm trying to say is, what are the security challenges in digital organization? If you see, say there are certain key enablers. So say already, I think from last 2 days we're hearing about DevSecOps and many things you have already heard about that. Maybe that is repeating things, but usually I want to say what are the key enablers that I have listed here. Like for example, technology disruptions. You already know how the past technology is getting changed, tools are getting implemented, processes are getting changed. So usually we are thinking about only technologies, process, people, but many people are not considering about the security. How to improve the security based on the technology changes. So next thing is agile adoption without security. So many people are using many frameworks like Scrum. Usually in 2 weeks we deliver. You do dev, test. Usually will take security to the last stage. We're not considering where to integrate which level of security, when to perform the black box security testing, when to perform the white box security testing. You're only thinking about testing. What kind of testing? But we're not more concentrating about that, which kind of security testing to perform in the war state. So basically, this I have made one slide that will show you from writing a code till the deployment, where exactly the security things to be intervened and what are the tools to be used. So in my next slide, I'm going to say. Another thing is data privacy and data protection. So basically, everything is data now. So everything is going online. My account is online, Facebook is online, everything is online. So what exactly we are we are going to take care that this my data will not get hampered. Nobody will store. Next thing is increasing in open source. So previous to this slide in track only, one of the guy has presented regarding a vendor lock. And in open source, what will happen? No, many people will start using the open source tool. Okay, let's say example GitHub. They've started using it. This thing which is free one. So many people like junior will hire. What they will do? They will start writing code by mistakenly, manual error. I'm talking about. They will commit the code to public. So this kind of issue will happen. Yeah, these are the impact due to this enables like security breach, longer time to market, internal compliance, lack of ownership, and lack of security knowledge. See, what will happen? Let's say example, I have used some security tool. I will think that I'm security expert, but tool will give you only the issues, but it will not tell you what exactly the security breach happened to that. So we require a security professional to verify, audit it, to make sure that whatever the issue is coming is a real security threat. Yeah. So what we have done, we have from from last 12 months data, we have seen that there are many security threats in the market. Okay. In that, if you see, these two are major, where web application and software vulnerability. So basically, these two things we can target it in our pipeline. How? By using various tools, or by using some standard guideline documents for the security, by designing proper threat modeling, and all those things. So basically, at least I can assure, I'm not saying that 100% I resolve the security issue, but at least we can assure this thing can be considered during our pipeline. Yeah. So basically, by saying this, it looks like chaos. Like any organization is like this now. So many teams are working. Who is working what? We don't know. There's cloud service provider. There's something like security team is working. Dev team is working. QA team is working. But everybody is working. They're delivering their own things. But what I'm trying to say here is there is no proper collaboration here. How? Which team working on what? Let's say dev team want to talk to security team. How can they collaborate? If they say, let's say DevOps team to open some of the ports in the AWS, whom to reach out to, what are the ports to be enabled? These are the things. So answer to this question, what we are trying to say here is, how we can build the model, which I'm not saying the day one we build that model. We can take a step by step, where let's say previously is completely a waterfall model, where all the teams are working in silos. At that time I can understand my release is after 6 months. I have enough time. I'll do security in 4th month, 5th month, 6th month. But nowadays every day everything is got reduced to 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum, and get the product released to market. Yeah. So basically what I'm trying to say is, this is on my point of view, and your point of view also welcome here. What we're trying to say here is, let's have a security team centralized where they can communicate to each of your members in DevOps team, like DevOps, operation, or business. How exactly they can do this? Many tools. I'm not uh, fan about the Slack or Teams. You can use any tools, but the collaboration is very important. So each stage, what security team can help here? During the planning stage till the monitoring stage. So what are their roles and what are the key activities what I have listed there? If we perform, can we have at least assured that my code is secure? Not 100%, but some state. If you see in my next slide, what I'm trying to say is, let's say this is our team, where all three teams are working in silos. Okay, so here my feedback mechanism is delayed, and I'm working in the silos where, like, development team has developed the code and they have passed it to testing, and they have tested and they have passed to ops team to deploy, and then it came to security team after a long time. So basically, what we are trying to say here is how to improve this process in a scaling model, like bit by bit. So what I'm trying to say here is, next what I'll do here, no, I'll combine few teams. Combining, not that I put one guy here and please go ahead and do this. So it require lots of cross-skilling, trainings, and also automation. So in this perspective, what we are saying, combine DevOps ops team now and keep the security team separate still, where certain things has been automated, and I have opted the agile. I did an agile, already my dev and ops is automated, and I can get few maximum time to interact with security team to resolve few of the security issues. So this is basically my complete DevSecOps team, where complete team is known about security, operation, and all those things. And here is completely CI, CD, CT is automated with all the security tools been integrated in before build is deployed, after build is deployed, in monitoring stage. I am making sure that my pipeline from one end to end is completely automated with the security pipeline.
So basically here to add, what happens here in the traditional team, that all the teams will be working in silos in a different, in their domain, right? So, and if suppose an architect who is designing a system, he will not think about, I mean, he will only think about the security with respect to his code, right? So then the security groups or the organization security department will not come into picture in that initial phase, because they will always think that let's build a software, let's build that thing, and then we will go for a security compliance, and then at the last phase they will come into picture and they will start auditing and raising out the issues, right? So what our point is that security groups should already be integrated during the design time, right? So they already know about the security issues, they can help better in system design. When an architect is already designing a system, they can help with their input, and it can be a better system. So which can only be solved with the base of collaboration. So once they are collaborating, they are asking questions, all the questionnaires are there in place. So in that way they can solve. So this model solves that problem of all the security concerns will be addressed.
Can we ask question apart for that?
Sorry?
Can we ask question apart for that?
Yeah,
Anything
park
if we
it for
have-
the end so that you are at least able to complete
Complete.
the presentation.
Yeah.
Interactive if I ask right now.
Yeah, but I don't want the presenters to feel that they didn't get an opportunity to present all their slides.
Yeah, let's keep last 5.
Yeah, you ensure you can see the time, so keep
Yeah,
a time.
12 minutes.
If you have a question, you can take.
If you have question related to this slide, we can take up.
A simple one, like one concept is inbuilt security, which you use your SonarQube or 45 kind of tools. Secondly is because what the security team will do over there, unless it's automated, security building the code, it's not optimized.
True. So
No,
basically, let me answer this question. So you were saying that, let's say you are saying that SonarQube or 45 use in a build stage where my code is scanned and the results came. So in order to analyze those results, So we require security experts there to make sure that this has been done. Yeah. So here my answer to you is that, let's say the tools whatever is designed has a certain rules defined to it. Sonar is come with many rules. We can define rules. Like example, I'm writing something in a unit test case. I write my own validation. In order to get the security threat, my rules has been clearly defined there. In 45 as well, I have many tools, many rules to define which security threat to capture, which security threat to false positive. Agreed. So now, apart from these rules, if anything else that required to validate, that time I require a security expert, or else the tools has already doing this work for me, because I am paying so much of amount to 45. Something they have to get from them, right? So that's why.
But
And let's
still,
say
to review the report also you need a security.
see, that's really the question. Same thing. Some analysis can be done with based on the rules. If the rules is okay, I am validating. I am a security expert. For
So
that.
see here, I mean there are two phases to see this. So one is the technical issues which definitely SonarCube can handle and list out and we can fix that. The second aspect is with the term of the overall part, right? That let's say for example whether my infra is completely secure, right? So they will have a test, right, on the ports, which all ports have been opened, what all ports are really required for the application, whether it is I mean if somehow in the code I have mentioned that okay I am using some X port which is not required to be opened for external user, right? So all these auditing will be done by them, right, which definitely will not be captured by SonarCube or any of the tools, right?
DevSecOps part comes.
Yeah, so but that's what it's here is more like collaboration, right? So once that channel should be there, right? So when I am doing something, it should go to that. I mean, the different teams should be notified or should be known to those aspects, right? That okay, something is going on here or something is going right there, wrong there, all those things. So what is the update, right? What all security patches or what all updates are available so that I can incorporate those. So basically the idea is to collaborate well.
See,
What we do based on the CIA level of the product, we have the rule set to implement now.
yeah. So yeah, you answer to your question. No, see here. So with respect to CI/CD pipeline, you said right. So as per if we say this thing, security roles. Each state, what security to be taken care to make sure that my complete DevOps pipeline is secure. As per your question, infra
Infra-ops.
right? So where it will come, release deploy security champions. So what are the things they can do in order to make sure that my application is secure? Three things. They can have network scan, RASP, trajectory dependencies, red tipping, many things are there. If I listed on the many things will come in this thing. So basically what I'm trying to say here is, in my security pipeline, each and everything is taken care. And this is also we can automate. I'm not sure much about this thing, network side, what are the things to be automated. But in the application side, when I my mark two things, right, web application and software vulnerabilities, that can be captured through many tools, open source or commercials, that can be done. Regarding the networking things, there are many things, like many service providers, AWS will take care, Azure will take care. They have their own responsibilities with respect to security. Certain things they will not take care, that we have to take care.
But still, if there are vulnerabilities identified by the SAST and DAST tools, security expert is required to see how to remediate.
That's only, again taking two steps back. If it is fall under the rules, that time I don't require security expert because already defined in the tools. For this thing, this is the issue. If going beyond that things, I need a security expert to verify. Because normal tester can't do this activity.
SAST and DAST cannot remediate.
SAST and DAST, if I want to give more about SAST, SAST is something, is a kind of white box security testing for you, where your code is analyzing before the build. There you will get more of the SQL injections,
OS top 10.
anything, whatever OSC top 10 things will get into them. But when I'm talking about DAST is working different way, where DAST is going through your URL scanning, API based scanning. This kind of, both are different activities. So I may
Yeah,
need sure.
that I know what
Yeah.
is SAST and DAST because I am from cybersecurity. my only thing is even if the vulnerability is identified, security person is required to see.
To validate that, to, yeah, correct, and to push back that it should be fixed, then only it can go to production.
Yeah, it's required, madam. It's required. Because that's why I'm giving this guys a job, or else they will jobless. Tools everything is using. Huh? Yeah. So we have 600 now. So I'll do one thing. There is one more question. So this is anybody working container or registry here? Maybe they easily answer this question. So basically, this thing. What I'm trying to say here is, what is the missing piece here? What exactly this missing piece will do? It will find out the vulnerabilities in your container.
So basically for container security, which is the tool which we can use here?
Basically, we can have actually image scanning.
Okay. Image scanning.
Docker image scanning.
Docker image scanning. But Docker image scanning will not give the vulnerability.
No, it will only scan the image, whether there is a vulnerability in that image whichever is created. Right, here we are asking about the container which is up and running, right, to scan that. So that,
Yeah. This one more thing. See how exactly in the container security is completely different from what exactly will do the analysis of application and all. Here, what Red Hat and all those things source, they have the defined vulnerability issues. They form as a source. Okay. Whenever I'm scanning, I need to compare that security threat with my image. Only few tools in the market, what they will do, let's say, let me, still I did not get the answer
no,
for this, but
so let them
yeah,
answer.
this piece, what it will do, it will store that data, whatever source from the Red Hat, whatever is there, in the Postgre, and this piece allow Docker to expose their API and run through the client and give the vulnerabilities. It will compare the data of vulnerability from the correct source to your that Docker. Only few tools are there that will do this.
So, so one hint I can give, this tool is open source.
Yes.
OS, SAP,
No,
Yes. Yes.
clear,
Yes,
yeah.
Clear. Clear is a tool, and few more tools are there, but Clear is most probably used in many organizations to scan this kind of security things.
So we are already,
Your question is on the open source.
Not like that open source tool.
So
Other
actually,
people,
Pislot also does it.
which
even Zap does it.
Zap does, yeah, Zap.
Yeah, we have left with only 3 minutes. Only last slide. Last slide.
Okay.
3 minutes, right?
Yeah,
So,
3.
what I was talking about, right? You are telling about which security and which stage of this thing is there. Basically, this slide will present you where exactly what kind of security you have to use it. And basically, I have marked few of the collaboration tools to make the collaboration between each team. So basically, what I'm trying to say is these are the where most of the black box security testing tabs is happening, and many where the security testing of application dash is happening. And these are the tools available in the market, open source or these things available in the market. Yeah, we have done it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A big round of applause for Mr. Mohammed Wasim.
Yeah, basically, madam, you give this thing. I have asked permission. I told that I promise that I will give some 2 goodies.
Okay.
100%.
That's here you are going to give?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe you know who the winners are? Do you remember? Yeah. Please come, sir. And the second?
Yeah, this thing, I said 2 answers. I am going to do this. It's good that I have 2 things inside. So
Okay.
I can just divide
Split it between them? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this one is very
Yeah. Your name?
Anurag. Anurag.
Okay. And the next is?
You have 2 here.
Yeah. Your name?
My name is Mohan.
Mohan.
Yeah.
Ranjan.
Ranjan. Wonderful. Applause for Mohan and Ranjan. Yeah. So Mohammed and Mithul, you will get to ask 2 questions from DOIS behalf. So we can give away our goodies, DOIS goodies for them. Even from your slides, let us see how alert and how awake our audience were. You could ask something from your slide also.
Actually, then you should have not taken up that slide. Okay.
Yeah.
So, do we have any questions to think? Okay, it's related to collaboration, right? So, like, which tool is the most popular open source tool used for collaboration? Slack is not open source. I asked, that is why I added open source.
He has been raising
Yeah,
his
yeah,
hand.
please. No, no, Slack is not open source. You cannot use more of the functionality of Slack in open source version, right? Yeah. Sorry?
GitHub. No, I don't
No,
know.
no. Jitter.
Jitter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Please come. And one more question.
So, okay. First, we'll give this, or should I?
This, by the time
Okay.
he can think of a
Okay.
question.
I'm just thinking for the security part.
Yeah. Mohammed, you can give the gift to him.
I'm just thinking for the
Yeah.
question.
Make it fast because we are running out of time and the next speaker is
So still we have 30 seconds.
No, but we have to introduce the next speaker and we have to facilitate.
So it's for container security. So so when we expose a port, which is the command to use for exposing a container port? Exposing it to public.
Yeah. You
Yeah. Sorry. No, no, no. That is for mapping the port to the container port, but making the port to public, that publicly I can access that. Huh? It is. You can answer it on Docker also. No, no, no. Sorry. No, no, no. Yep. No, no, no. Not expose. Not expose. I mean, you are guessing. So no one. So then, yeah. Hmm? No. I think I asked very tough question.
Never mind.
Okay, so I'll get the gift if I answer that.
Okay. Thank you, Mithul. Can we have Ashok Mysore, one of our top agile leaders in the industry, to facilitate Muhammad Wasim and Mithul Gupta here, please? Yeah, Wasim, please on the stage. Yeah. This is Muhammad Wasim. Yeah. And this one, yeah. The memento also. Thank you very much, Muhammad Wasim. Mithul? Thank you, Mithul. Thank you very much, Ashok. Thank you.